Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot, rune, and oracle reading for the third quarter of 2024. So this will cover July, August, and September. The rune that came out for you is called Hagalaz, the rune of disruption. And this is a rune that is sometimes feared by some people because it does show the winds of cold, hard reality sort of sweeping into your life and showing you the truth of your situation, the good, the bad, and the ugly. However, I don't view this as a negative thing. I view this as a neutral thing. I view everything in life neutrally, and I definitely feel like the things in your life that may have been a problem, which were ignored or avoided, may really become clear and coming up to the surface to be dealt with once and for all. So there could be disruptions to your schedule, to your regularly programmed life during this time, but we're going to get more information with the tarot, more clarification. The overall energy, the overall spiritual theme that you'll be dealing with this quarter is being represented by the smoky mirror in reverse. So the spirit of the smoky mirror and the spirit of Buddha is coming through as a spirit guide for you at this time, and we're going to read about this. So let's dive into it and see what this overall theme and message is trying to tell to you or speak to you at this time. The smoky mirror represents the aspects of what is implied yet cannot be immediately known in the world, the mystery of how things come together and how they fall apart without obvious causality. This symbol also represents the shadow to the human psyche, the parts of the self that one disowns. The smoky mirror can represent a state of denial or the inability to, or refusal to see the truth. And I want to pause and say that this is actually in alignment with what I was thinking right before your reading. So sometimes my thoughts tend to align, like what I'm thinking about or like what randomly pops into my mind as I'm shuffling the cards somehow tends to like wrap itself up into the reading. Like it's like a glimpse into your energy. And what I was thinking was, I'm reading this book series and there is this mirror that's in this book series that shows somebody the truth of who they are, like all of the nasty qualities about them, the horrific things about their life, everything, but as well along with the good stuff as well. And a lot of people lose their minds when they look into this mirror because they can't stand to look at themselves. And I thought as I was reading that is very similar to kind of like what happens at the end of your life. From my experience as somebody who has had near-death experiences, there is nobody there who judges you. It is really just a reflection of your own soul looking back at you, and your own inner judgment towards yourself may be what haunts you after you pass away. And those who cannot stand to look at themselves after they pass away, those who just cannot fathom themselves, from what I experienced, tend to be either sent into another life that is exactly what they need to balance out their soul and learn how to love themselves again. Or if they reject that, then it kind of separates you from the divine tapestry of life, and that's a whole chaotic mess. But we're not going to get deep into that. I was thinking about that right before your reading, and now you have the smoky mirror coming out, which is a very similar vibe, and Hagalaz coming out, very similar vibe, where your least desirable traits that you find within yourself may be coming to the surface during this quarter to be dealt with, whatever that may be. Like, for example, let's just say you have really poor impulse control and you have a hard time like giving up like sugars or like things that are really, really bad for you, like alcohol or whatever. This is showing that you're going to come face to face with that trait within yourself this quarter, okay? So something like that, all right? But whatever your traits are, I'm not saying that is your trait. Now, the smoky mirror and the Buddha here, they're coming out as a spirit guide in reverse, trying to give you a medicine, some sort of healing wisdom that they want you to take with you during this quarter. So let's read about it. Understanding the shadow of the human journey requires that you go deep into your story to discover the wound that prevents you from seeing the truth of your current situation. Your fears and expectations of disappointment and unworthiness may be clouding your capacity to see the potential in yourself and others. The smoky mirror may be showing you things that you don't want as a result of your conditioning. These can become even more real, but only because you are making it so. The choice is yours. The world will hold you accountable for what you see and create. Can you see through the eyes of truth and faith instead? Wow. Wow. Beautiful. And then your major arcana that's coming out is the Hanged Man, which literally is a card of seeing your life from a new perspective, seeing yourself for what it is, who you are, and working with that, working with your flaws, your good qualities, and taking another approach. Beautiful. So let's get more specific here. We're going to get 9 cards, 3 rows of 3 to represent this quarter ahead for you. First card out is the 5 of Fire in reverse. Okay, so this does show a feeling of like competition or just like conflicting points of view all around you. Okay, you may be very conflicted within yourself about whether or not you want to do something or who you even are. You know, right before I was doing your reading, I had this strange thought that I almost never have, where I was like, what if all of these readings are just me being delusional? Me being in a fit of psychosis that I can't see for myself, and whatever. I was having this weird, strange thought. And I again feel like that is your energy coming up here. This sort of fighting within yourself, like, is what I'm doing good? Like, am I delusional? Like, is this working? You know, just kind of internally debating yourself. We have the King of Earth coming out in reverse for you, okay? So some of you may be dealing with an older masculine earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They don't have to be an earth sign. They don't even have to be a man. But this is somebody who is very sort of like stuck in their ways. They don't listen to your advice is the problem. They literally do not listen to your advice, and you give very good advice to them. Whoever this is, like, stop wasting your breath on them, honestly. Like, I am seeing they are finding themselves in very difficult life circumstances, but you're having a big I told you so moment. It's like, if only you would have just listened to me. If only you would have listened to my advice, you would not be in this current situation. But no, you didn't. You went and you didn't listen because, oh, fill in the blank. Like, oh, I'm a woman. I'm this, I'm that. I'm whatever you see me as. You did not listen to my advice. And now you are in a pickle that you could have avoided if you would have listened to my advice. I'm seeing that sort of scenario somewhere in your life. Wow. All right. Let's see what else wants to come out. And, you know, there's a frustration there of wanting to put yourself into environments where you are seen, you are heard, and your advice is taken seriously. Yeah, definitely wanting to get yourself away from people who don't respect you enough to listen. Temptation is coming through with the devil energy right next to that King of Earth in reverse. Whoever this person may be, they could be a bit of a heathen. But I'm also seeing your own issues coming to the surface, whatever they may be, whether they're devastating or small, tiny, you know, your own tendencies towards like addictive patterns and cycles, or your own issues that you're facing in life. You're really facing them head on right now. On the flip side, I feel like with this person that's coming through, they find themselves in this temptation, this devil energy themselves, where they're feeling really, really stuck in a reality that they're not happy with. And they built the walls to their own prison, okay, with their choices, with their actions, with not listening to other people's advice. You know, they built that for themselves. And, you know, this person being in your life is actually a reflection of some of your own tendencies to do the same thing, where you're complaining about the walls around you, complaining about your current life situation, but having a hard time seeing the choices that you made that led you to this reality that you're not a big fan of. And Spirit is asking you to take a look at those traits and love those traits within yourself, not judge yourself, and also not just ignore them and pretend that you're not the accountable one here. Okay, Spirit is holding you 100% accountable for your current reality. And it's a difficult thing to look yourself in the face and see how you have created the issues that are in your life and still love yourself and love those parts of you that made those weak decisions. But you're being asked to bring those sort of flaws, I guess you could say, those bad decisions you made in the past, and bring them back within yourself and love them. Love the person you were when you made those decisions. Love who you are now. And instead of trying to change yourself or constantly be in the state of growth, you're just being asked to love, because love is the greatest healer of all. Love yourself for all that you did, all that you've put into this life so far. Okay. We have the messenger of earth coming through. I am seeing some forward movement and momentum happening for you in career and in finances. Page of fire. Beautiful. You're starting a new creative project that you're very passionate about. Actually, this card came out for another sign, and it was giving similar messages here, where on one hand, you're definitely starting a new project that you're passionate about, or even like a new hobby that you're really, really passionate about. And this sort of fuels your creativity. It feels like something creative where it's like you get started and then one creative idea leads to another, and then you're on this like never-ending train of creativity where you're constantly adding and growing to this project that you're working on. And I'm also seeing for some of you, this is new passionate love coming through. A new lover, a new person that you're dating that brings out so much passion from within you, like really, really, really strong chemistry that you share with them. And with both of these things, whether it is new love or new creative project, I am seeing that the foundation is there. Like there's a healthy foundation there, and a plan for the future and how this will continuously unfold, which leads this to being something potentially pretty big for you. Sixth card out, messenger of water. Oh my gosh, messenger of earth and water. Stunning. Some of you guys may be getting into a relationship with an earth sign or another water sign. I mean, you don't have to, but so that would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And yeah, I feel like this is amazing. Like I'm seeing you making money from your creative flow, your creative ideas and visions, moving forward with any ideas that you have there. But also, man, like I'm telling you, there's a passionate chemistry that you're sharing with someone, and you're planning a future with them, and you're moving forward, and you're both wanting to move in the same direction. So it's very, very beautiful. You could already be in a long-term relationship with this person, or this could be someone new. Final card out, or not final card out, final row. Seventh card out, there we go. Queen of Water in reverse. This is your energy in reverse. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Like there is an emotional element to this quarter where you're being asked to really, really look at yourself and look at how your life is currently. Because I feel like a lot of you have been trying so hard to be someone, or sort of you were really, really good at convincing yourself that certain aspects of your life were fine, a lot better off than they actually are. And you're finally admitting to yourself, no, this is not fine. This is not okay. I need to get real and get grounded and remove the rose-colored glasses, okay? I'm not going to say that you were full-blown delusional about something, but I feel like you were willfully overly optimistic about an area of your life that actually needed a lot more of your focus and change. Like, for example, I guess we already used the example of, like, if you were making a lot of unhealthy choices and you would have this optimistic perspective of, like, oh, it's fine, like, nothing's wrong. But, things may not be improving at all, or things may be getting worse, and you're finally looking at that and you're like, no, this is not fine. I do need to make a change. This is not okay. It's like the haziness of toxic positivity that you were putting on something is being removed, and you're seeing a situation clearly for what it is from a new perspective, and you are making a change, making a healthy, beautiful change. And while that's happening, new love enters or grows, and a new creative project that you start working on really drives you through life. We have justice. Yeah, you're making the right choice. You're choosing right this time. You're choosing health and wealth and well-being this time. Yeah, also, if you are connecting in a love or romantic interest type of way, this person feels to be a very good person. Like, they have good intentions. Okay, they're very clear. They want a label. They're very upfront with what they want. Not playing any games. Feels very, very beautiful. And then final card out is the Six of Earth in reverse. So this is in that line with the Temptation card. So for a lot of you, this could be you're not as well off as you were convincing yourself to be in terms of finances, in terms of health. Those are the two biggest things here that the rose-colored glasses are coming off with. And you're also convincing yourself possibly that certain friendships or relationships that were in your life were good for you, when in reality they were not an equal give and take. Okay, and you're seeing it for what it is, admitting that, and letting those people go. Okay, particularly this King of Earth in reverse, you're letting them go because they were not good for you. They were not balanced. And you are sort of working hard to finally achieve health and prosperity and happiness in your life. And it feels so good, man. This energy feels so good. And I'm really excited in particular for you to hop onto this creative project that you're starting, whatever it is, because I am literally seeing, like, you're obsessed with it. Like, you get started, and then one idea leads to another, and then another, and then another, and it really grows into something much bigger than yourself. And it feels really, really good. And then on top of that, to experience the passion, the romance of, like, a new person who's going to be significant to your heart for a long time. It's just incredible. But all things are balanced, and, you're also seeing your own flaws for what they are, and finally resolving them. So thank you for joining me, Cancer. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this quarter ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.